Alrighty everyone, here we go again, another episode of Stoic Lifting. Today's quote, we are gonna get a hold of our very good old friend Seneca, and his quote that goes, "He who is everywhere is nowhere." This quote is particularly relevant for me at the moment because I am in a part of my life where I want to do so many things within the 24 hours that I have. And this is difficult because I have to be very specific of what I want and which activities can give me that. But I also have to make some decisions about what not to pursue. If I had many more hours during the day, I would do a lot of other activities than I do now. I think I would pursue some theater, some piano lessons. I would probably do some trail running. I would do some more swimming. You know, there are endless activities that I would do if I just had more hours. But the reason for this quote today is I have come to realize how important it is to not do a lot of stuff sporadically, but rather do a few things and then do them thoroughly. I have decided to focus on my powerlifting, but that also means that I have to let go of some other things. I don't go out partying, mainly because it's not really my thing, but I have to say no to some things in order to really dive into and dedicate myself to stuff that I have come to find gives me a lot of meaning throughout the day. I look around and I see a lot of my friends, the same place in their lives as me. They want to do everything at once. They want to be a part of this social club. They want to do these cafes with their friends. They want to be a part of a book club. They want to go running. They want to go, do 1,000 things all of the time. And this, aside from causing a lot of stress to them, it also ultimately means that they don't really do anything at all, because when you try to be everywhere at once, you can really hardly ever be anywhere. And this is because if you know that you have to do X, Y, and Z in a short matter of time, your head is going to be in that place. And this means that you can focus on where you are right now. And this ultimately will possibly take away some of the pleasure from the given moment that you're in. I practice mindfulness, and mindfulness is this non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, and it helps me to focus on where I am right now. And with that, when I close my eyes and focus on my breath, focus on how my feet feels, focus on the sounds around me, it helps me to get a hold of what I'm living in right now. It also helps me to focus on the senses that are activated right now. What does this room smell like? Why are those leaves suddenly another color? Or, that lady was wearing a nice jacket. And it helps me to focus on what I'm really in now. And this ultimately means that I can focus on the life that I'm currently living, because I'm not caught up in my head, like going 100 miles an hour in some other direction, or my thoughts are not caught up with what I'm gonna do in the weekend. I can focus on and appreciate what is right now. I encourage you to reflect upon what you have filled your life with. And if you try to be everywhere all the time, and think about whether this brings you joy or stresses you out, because In my experience, having too many things in your calendar at once causes more stress than freedom and enjoyment. So with that, I would also encourage you to practice being in the present moment. And you can find all sorts of videos and online meditations and stuff. And I'm not saying that meditations is something for everyone, but personally it has brought me many useful skills in terms of practicing being in the present moment, also without judging myself. Because if I have a day where my thoughts are just spinning and I'm going crazy, I'm not angry with myself. I just kind of say to myself, well, this is what is going on right now. You have a lot in your head. Try to maybe cut something off from your schedule so you can really instead focus on the few things that really matter to you. With this, I will finish off today's Stoic Lifting by saying that when you try to be everywhere at once, you end up being nowhere at any time. So focus on what brings you joy and kill your darlings, even though it might be hard. Thank you for watching this episode of Stoic Lifting. I will see you next time.